Grips month of horror!
Raccoon City, 1998. A rookie cop, a motorcyclist trying to find her missing brother, a double agent, a whole load of zombies, and a shady pharmaceutical company. What do these things have in common? Yes. They're all found in the cult classic, Resident Evil 2. Hello all, and welcome to the first of many Halloween-themed videos that I have planned this month. It is Spooky Month after all. This time around, I am not on my lonesome. I am accompanied by my great friend, the Big Candy Show.
Hey Crypt! Glad to be here, man. Thanks for having me on your show.
Since you are such a special guest, why don't I give you the honor of starting the video off for us?
Oh, hell yeah. So, with all that said, we still have a review to do. So let's get right into it.
Time to explain the new and improved ranking system. We now have 4 main categories instead of 3. I call this the SGGS system. We have story, gameplay, graphics, and sound. These categories will be ranked out of 5. Those rankings will then be totaled into a definitive ranking out of 10. This is how all reviews will be categorized in the future. So let's start.
Let me lay a little bit of backstory on you, alright? So, Resident Evil 2, shortened to ER2 by fans, is the second mainline Resident Evil game in the series. It was published by Capcom and developed by the legendary Shinji Mikami and Hideaki Kamiya. ER2 takes place in Raccoon City, run down with zombies under the control of evil pharmaceutical company Umbrella. The zombie outbreak was caused by the accidental spread of the G-Virus, which is a strain of the T-Virus from the first game. It either zombifies its host or turns them into grotesque mutations.
Our main characters are rookie police officer Leon S. Kennedy and motorcyclist Claire Redfield, younger sister of Chris Redfield from the first game. After a strange turn of events, Leon meets up with Claire, and they both venture off to the Raccoon Police Department. They end up getting separated down the line, though.
After Leon has the worst first day on the job ever, he meets up with Ada Wong, who is totally not a double agent working for Umbrella. Wink wink. Claire, on the other hand, meets up with Sherry Birkin, daughter of William Birkin, creator of the G-Virus. Both Leon and Claire have encounters with the mutated mass of the former human, and end up defeating him in the long run. They also encounter Mr. X, a hulking mass whose objective is to eliminate the duo, whilst also wearing a stylish fedora trenchcoat combo. If you're not careful, X gon' give it to you.
X gon' give it to you. Fuck, wait for you to get it on your own. X gon' deliver to you.
Overall, the story gets a 5 out of 5.
The gameplay of the first game carries over to the sequel. Tank controls, fixed camera angles, the whole shebang. You have dedicated buttons for aiming, attacking, and inspecting. And by that I mean picking up items, opening doors, etc., etc. 3 of the key features also make a return from the first game, those being the limited saves at typewriters, the trans-dimensional boxes which somehow manage to keep your items, and the door-opening loading transitions. Overall, gameplay gets a 5 out of 5.
The graphics for Resident Evil 2, well, they're dated. That's not to say they're bad, they're just old looking. As a late release game from the PlayStation 1, it looks like any other game of the era. Character models and weapons are polygonal, which is to be expected. The backgrounds, however, aren't modeled in the game, but rather pre-rendered images with models on top of it. The game has cutscenes too. Some are done in the engine, but others, like the opening cinematic and the Mr. X reveal, are pre-rendered videos. So, overall, for the time, the graphics gets a 5 out of 5.
Sound design in RE2 is like butter on toast. Smooth as fuck. Well, minus the voice acting. That's still as clunky as it ever was.
Freeze! Who are you? What are you doing here?
Hold your fire! I'm a human!
It only gets better. Since it is a PS1 game, the voices, sounds, and music sound crisp and clear, as they are CD quality. The soundtrack was composed by Masami Ueda, Shusaku Uchiyama, and Seiyun Nishigaki, and they did a tremendous job. It's a far cry from the disgrace that was the Resident Evil Dualshock Edition soundtrack. In the end, sound gets a 5 out of 5.
And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for. When totaled, Resident Evil 2 gets a 10 out of 10.
Yes! You got another perfect score. Before we leave today, I'm gonna let Mr. Candyman plug his shit real quick.
Oh, well, thank you, Mr. Crypt. So, my YouTube channel is The Big Candy Show. On there, the type of content you'll find, well, it's mostly going to be videos about reviews. So, not only games, I also will review movies. I'm thinking also about reviewing anime and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, come give it a check and subscribe. That would be really cool, bro.
Once again, thanks for coming on the show. It's much appreciated. Ooh, spooky shit. Yes, we are finally in the spooky month spirit. Finally. After all this time. Something to lighten up this bleak year that has been 2020. But I digress. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, you know, all the good stuff, and I'll see you all next time with more spookiness.